This is terrible, isn't it? Hello, hello, hello. It's not morning, it is lunchtime. But anyway, happy Friday, everybody. And happy Friday to you, beautiful human that is watching this show. And of course, you are finding yourself at the Boss Queen Show, which is your place for all things money, money, mindset, manifestation in particular, and of course a bit of marketing so that you can, of course, create your own kingdom according to your own rules. It is so important that we give ourselves the gift to understand that you hold all the power. You do. You literally do. And actually, I'm a little bit later today because I went to the doctor's this morning. And had my blood taken. Well, I went to the doctor's and she asked me to come back a couple of hours later to have my blood taken. And I was like, right, before I go back and get my blood taken, I'll do the Facebook Live, my little morning show. And then I already typed in the title and it's about giving yourself permission to dream bigger. And literally then the alarm went off, like literally fire alarm went off and we all had to get out of the building. And because the doctor is literally around the corner from my place, we couldn't get in until that was over. So it was kind of like half an hour standing in the sun. So obviously it was a moment to just stop and breathe, a moment to go, okay, stop trying to do a million things at the same time. Just, step into the presence of being. And then I had my blood taken. It actually hurts, a bit of a sook. Anyway, who else is a sook when they get their blood taken? And that leads us to today's topic. Today's topic is super simple. It is literally an invitation for you to dream even bigger. Okay, like I had this beautiful conversation with my client yesterday. And she's divine. She's really divine. And she's really come a long way in 12 weeks. And we're actually continuing now on for the next level. For the next, actually to the end of the year. And I'm so delighted because she says, my soul says yes. My mind goes, oh my God, so much money. But my soul says yes because she understands that we just kind of broke through. And then there's so much more for her to step into and become and unbecome, And I guess like the essence of the conversation was about giving ourselves permission to dream bigger. I think that we sometimes get caught up in, just the next goal and the next, like whatever, it's like a money goal or impact goal or freedom goal, or perhaps, you're kind of working towards a quarterly goal, depending on, and I get that, I get that. I am definitely, I will not, hide it, that I am very driven. And yes, I like to, create ultimate freedom, and money is a way for me to, to create that freedom. But I think for me, it's like, it's overall freedom, like for me, it's ultimate freedom. And ultimate freedom for me is really, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and energetically, like really to feel like I fully at home in my body, feeling so aligned, feel so connected to my soul, so connected to earth, so connected to my purpose. And every day I get to do what feels amazing and what lights me up. And, doing this, I love doing these shows, I love them. And it's a good challenge, I guess, for me too, to do them daily, because you think, what am I going to talk about today? And then you realize, well, just talk about exactly what comes to your mind. And then I was like, what am I going to talk about today? And I was like, well, what's been really interesting and what's really connected, it's getting you to connect. And I was like, well, I guess it's time to dream bigger again. And so here I am, right? So, the ultimate freedom is to do that, to have the power and freedom to speak, or, the power of speech, to share my truth and hopefully get you to connect to what I'm saying and get some, ideas or inspirations for you to move closer to your own version of freedom. And yeah, so it is really the overall ultimate freedom. I don't know if there's another word for it, and if it does, it will come to me. And yes, of course, and it also means for me to have the luxury, not just to be my own boss, and the luxury to do what I want with and work with who I want. Do the work that I love doing, which is really diving deeper in a lot more like activation, soul activation, and tuning in and releasing and opening yourself up, and manifestation, money manifestation. Speaking of which, we're starting our money mentality makeover challenge on Monday. It's completely for free, a 21-day challenge. So if you want to be a part of this amazing challenge, there's already 83 or 84 people, kings and queens, who have said yes. So if you want to be a part of this challenge, by all means, send me a message, #money. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be mind-blowing. I even said in one of my posts, I feel like it's going to be orgasmic. It's going to be so delightful. And that to me is freedom too. You know, like I said, to create, you know, to let my creativity run through me, to bring my creativity to light, and create content and value, but also programs and ways and vehicles to help women to step into their own freedom. And yes, of course, money is also a part of that, you know, like to have the ultimate freedom so you don't have to worry about money. Why not? Like I said, that question, like if you can make $1 million from your purpose, like from your passion, why wouldn't you? Okay. And I think that the thing is, most people probably say like, yeah, of course, but then they're perhaps not willing to do the work that goes around it. Because in order to seek the light, in order to seek, you know, ultimate freedom, it is so much about diving into the shadows, and that means unbecoming and letting go of all that, you know, is just no longer part of the highest version of you. And that can be quite confronting. It really is. And it will bring things up, and you will learn and all this sort of stuff, and that's part of the journey. But that's my life. That's what, you know, I'm here to do. So I guess where I'm going with that is like, maybe it's a question around like dreaming bigger, and also really to tap into freedom. You know, really think about like, what does freedom mean for you? And freedom, like even freedom of, you know, the self-judgment, you know, freedom of, you know, stop judging yourself and comparing yourself, you know, freedom to stop putting yourself down, freedom of the worry, you know, freedom of the anxiety, freedom of the stress, you know, and to be free, to feel grateful and feel happy in the moment and just appreciate life. And, you know, whether it's the small things or the big things, and really get you to dream bigger. And I think that so many people think they stop at a certain level, and I think, well, I'd be happy with, you know, just being able to afford to pay my bills and have a little bit left over, or, you know, I'm happy already for everything that I have. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be grateful, but I'm saying that the world literally is your oyster. Oh, there's beautiful birds flying, so pretty. I love this view. Like, I'm so grateful I waited. I'm so grateful my friend told me to wait and not stress about finding the perfect apartment, like straight up, because this is so beautiful. I love looking outside. And it's just such a nice way to then even deliver, you know, my little morning show. Anyway, back to the point is, I think, you know, tune into really ultimate freedom, for you, what it means. Like I said, physically, like financially, physically, even in your body, to be free of pain, right? To feel vitality and energy, and look after yourself, and know that you're taking care of yourself, and do the best, be, you know, so you can be the best. And I guess also, you know, like maybe think about dreaming bigger, because the world is your oyster, and don't hold yourself back. Don't be confined by what other people do, what other people think. I think that we can really be, I think we sometimes settle for mediocrity. You know, we're just so happy that we came so far. And I don't think that mediocrity is not a standard that we should ever accept in any areas of our life. I know that's, you know, one of my biggest triggers and one of my biggest reasons why I do what I do. I cannot simply settle for mediocrity, and I definitely had to have my own share of settling for mediocrity so I could be really grounded into that purpose and go, no, that is not true. Your whole purpose is about showing people that divorce your story and marry your truth, you know. So I guess here's a really cool thing I'd love you to do, and this is what I'm doing. So you know me, I always like to be as authentic as I can and transparent as I can. And that is, go to Pinterest and create a Pinterest board. And maybe it's about this weekend, you know, being present and look around and connect and lean into like what else is possible. You know, like what would you like to create and call into your life in terms of experiences? You know, where would you like to travel? Maybe you would like to give yourself an upgrade in terms of your wardrobe. I know that that's booked for me because my old identity is still very much the gym girl, living in the activewear. Remember that song? Who remembers that song? You know, going to the shops in my activewear, doing my groceries in my activewear. And I'm not going to say that I will skip the, activewear completely and do Facebook Lives in a ball gown. But I definitely know that clothing wise, like I know that I'm now shifting into a new identity, and I know that my activewear is only a smaller percentage of my identity. So I got another photo shoot plan. And I'm gonna, I've got a makeover planned with my beautiful friend and personal stylist to get like a personal makeover. So, and for that, I'm looking onto Pinterest. I'm creating Pinterest boards. And so I said to my client yesterday too, create maybe some Pinterest boards for you too. New styles, like what are styles of clothing, or even destinations where you want to travel, or if you want to upgrade your home, or maybe if you want to go and live in a bigger home, or, upgrade downscale, like you want to live by the beach. Like what is like in here? Like what do you know is meant for you? Like, come on. Like I just want you to dream bigger, because I just feel like that we're playing still so small. And I know like that does not mean that we don't need to be grateful, because we can be so grateful for life, and I hope that you genuinely are, but there's more. And that's what I'm saying, there's so much more. And it's not just about the materialistic things, because I think yes, of course it's nice to be able to afford the materialistic things, by all means. Hello, yes, I definitely like that too. But I think it's about experiencing life and being able to travel and be able, like, how nice would it be to know that you can travel 2-3 times a year, travel business class and go wherever you want to go, and you don't have to worry about the money. How nice is it to have money to give back to others and do nice things for other people and not have to worry, so again, it's not just about the materialistic things, but it's about, like I said, dreaming bigger in terms of what's possible, because we can create so much more change in the world, not just for yourself, for your friends and family, but for the greater good of the world. So I know it sounds kind of philosophical, but maybe that's just the vibe that I'm in. So that's really what I want to share. Give yourself permission to dream bigger. That sometimes I think we get so caught up in the moment. We get so caught up, oh my God, it's end of month. I haven't been hitting my goals, and I haven't been hitting my strides, and actually I kind of, sabotage myself here and procrastinated there. Like, it's all good. It's all part of the journey. And it's so hard to trust sometimes. I get it. But really the opportunity that's calling you now is you're coming into an end of the month. Yes, let's do some reflection. We're probably going to talk about that first of the month, because I love talking about reflection and, previewing into the new year, but also use this opportunity this weekend to dream bigger, even bigger, like even bigger. Have a vision, and have a vision beyond the vision. It's actually going to help you up level and call in and manifest what you desire. Trust me. So create your vision and then have a bigger vision. And if you can, even like, what's the vision beyond the vision? That's my question to you. So have fun. Maybe, like I said, get some Pinterest boards and get some ideas and share them with me. And if you want to continue this conversation, by all means, then join me in my Facebook group, Soul Boss Queens on the Rise, for all the women out there who are committed, for all the queens on the rise, right? Who are ready to really create soul success on their terms, because, at the end of the day, permission to be, do, and have is granted. And like I said, if you want to be part of the money challenge, the money mentality makeover challenge, by all means, #money. And I would love to have you in our space as we kick off this afternoon with the pre-work. And then on Monday, officially, we get started for 21 days. It's going to be amazing, mind-blowing. And yes, I'm going to say it's going to be orgasmic, because who wouldn't love to have like a sexy relationship to money? That's it. Anyway, my friends, have an amazing Friday. Much love to you. And remember, permission to be, do, and have it all on your own terms, granted.